Did you see XRP hit 64 cents? I know you saw it. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Well, we have this article here on the bitcoinist.com, and it is titled, Analyst Says XRP God Candle is Coming. Haven't we heard that before? Yes, we have. We have all these bullish analysts, experts, whoever these people are. There's a lot of people that are in the know saying that the price could, not a guarantee, not financial advice, could go higher. Let's see what they're talking about here. It says, but, oh, there's always a but. Why do they have to do that? No buts. But they have it here. But there is a critical level for price. Really? All right, talk to me. It says, in a recent development, a crypto analyst has provided hope to XRP holders as hope. What do you mean hope? I don't speak for everybody. I only speak for myself. I don't need hope. I feel like I know some things. I know a thing or two about a thing or two about a thing or two. From research, from real partnerships. You don't have to hope so much. It's just about them, the companies building on the XRPL, actualizing things. And I think that's the beautiful part about the XRPL. Any utility coin, the XRPL, VeChain, Quant, Cardano, Solana, you can actually see what's being built. Don't need a lot of hope for that. It's just about them actualizing and then things playing out in time. Just my humble opinion. Just my humble opinion. But let's keep going. It says here, where did we leave off? I'm sorry. My apologies, folks. It says a 55 cents, a critical level for XRP's road to $1. Oh, it's from eGrag. Okay. So you got my attention now. It says in a post shared on their X, formerly Twitter platform, eGrag noted that the XRP God candle was coming while sharing an accompanying chart, which served as the basis for the projection. The analyst stated that the request for a price of 65 cents is still going. Listen, I don't know if it's only my chart. I'm going to put it on the screen somewhere in this video. It touched 64. I don't know if it went above that. I don't check the charts 24/7, but I saw it hit 64 cents. It says that the request of a price of 65 cents is still ongoing. In spite of that, they remain bullish on the token. I remain super bullish on the token. Let me put my little 2 cents in there. I'm super bullish. It says, as to how the major uptick could play out, eGrag prefers that the token concludes its weekly candle above 55 cents. I'm not worried about a thing. Not at all. Not at all. You know, feel real good right now, actually. Feel pretty good, actually. Let's move on here. I want to move to a more potent article. All right. Okay. Now, we've heard a lot of talks about this before, but maybe this will bring a little bit more clarity. This article is from the bitcoinist.com and is titled Ripple co-founder says XRP price will reach $10,000. This is what they're saying. All right. I'll take it if it comes, but I'm not saying it's going there. But I'll take it. I'll take it if it goes there. I have to always clarify that because if I read the title, people will say, we'll take it like I said it. You know what I mean? Just a humble researcher here. But I think they're going to give some clarity on this because, I mean, we've read before where other experts have said it's designed to accommodate a certain amount of people like that. It's some mathematical thing that it's designed to be $10,000. This is what I've read. That doesn't mean it's going there. There's no guarantees in anything. But let's read this little tidbit here. It says, a supposed price prediction by Brito is rapidly returning. You see, I got to clarify that also. A lot of these articles, they make it seem like something that's a little bit older is something new. So that can be confusing, right? But let's keep going. It says returning to social media after a well-followed news account posted about it on Twitter. In the post, CoinGeek refers to this prediction as breaking news. See what I'm saying? So it seems like it's new, but it's not. Saying that Brito said the XRP price will climb to $10,000. I don't care if this person is literally the dude who came up with every single design and every mechanism for XRP, which this individual is not that, by the way. But even then, no one could tell you unless it's all rigged. Some people would say it's all rigged, though. But unless it's completely rigged, there's nobody can tell you, hey, it's definitely going here. There's no way. Nobody has a crystal ball. Although, like I said, I'm not putting a cap on XRP. Not at all. Wherever it goes to, I'll take it. All right. As long as it's high. That's how I feel about that. Says other claims include Brito saying that the cryptocurrency is designed to accommodate, see, here we go, the needs of 7.5 billion people around the globe. You see, so it's just a matter of, can it actually be utilized by all those people? It would have to be the base of majority of payments around the world, right? Either that or it would have to be doubly, triply, or quadruply used. But see that little part there, people around the world. It says 7.5 people around the globe. Now, from my understanding, XRP is for the banks, and banks they are primarily not wholesale. This thing people got to keep in mind. How does wholesale affect how much XRP is going to be used when everything's 100% up and running? Then retail comes second in my mind. So when I'm thinking about retail, I'm like, okay, well, how much is retail going to be basing its transactions on something XRP related? There's a good chance a lot of retail could. I don't know about 7.5 billion people. I think you got some XLM activity in there. I think you have some Algorand activity in there, Quant. You got a lot of coins in there that's going to play. Well, I shouldn't say a lot, because they're really not a lot in the grand scheme of things. But it would to take every single one of those 7.5 billion, if that's what it takes. I'm not certain on that, but if it did it, I'll take it. Why not? I'm trying to keep as balanced as possible, right? So additionally, the post said the XRP price was designed to cross. Oh, okay. Designed to cross the $10,000 mark. So they're not even saying it's supposed to hit 10,000. They're saying it's supposed to go above 10,000. All right. Hey, you have my ear. You have my attention 100%. It says, one problem with this forecast is that there seems to be no source behind it. Okay, so there's a major problem right there. It says the claims are in abundance, but there is no documented instance of Brito saying that XRP price will reach that target. Well, is there no one that can ask this person? Is this person not available anywhere, anytime? They're not out and about. Nobody can catch this person and just ask them. Maybe not. I mean, maybe some people are a little bit hard to get to, I suppose. But I would think by now someone would have come across this Arthur Brito and just asked them, reach out to them, ask them, reach out to their people. This person doesn't have an advisor. This person doesn't have, well, I'm sure they're not in the entertainment industry. They don't have managers, right? Long time ago, you want to get to people, you reach out to their people, whoever, tells them what to do. And you be able to get their ear, but that's in certain industries, right? So most people only know two co-founders behind Ripple Labs, Chris Larsen and Brad Garlinghouse, without realizing there was a third. However, Brito stays out of the limelight and does not post on his X account, despite having over 12,000 followers. That's interesting. What's going on with this individual? Are they okay? Are they okay? Probably are, but I'm just saying, the earliest instance of Brito saying that XRP is designed to reach $10,000 is from a YouTube video. Wait, so I see it now. See how these things get confusing? How do they say above that there's no evidence of the person saying this? And maybe I'm making a mistake in how I'm reading this. I'll put that out there. Maybe one of you has more clarity than I do. But then now to say there's a YouTube video of the person saying that, that's a lot of evidence. Still, it's not a guarantee, but at least there's evidence of this person saying that. Let's read it. It says, saying that XRP is designed to reach $10,000 is from a YouTube video from 2019, which claims that Brito made the prediction back in 2017. Oh, there we go. So it's not an actual video of the guy saying this. Stuff gets so confusing. It's just a fun article. That's how I look at it. It's just a fun article. Okay. I'm going to stick to the solid stuff, partnerships, things like that. And we'll see how it goes. I'm going to stick to my own calculations. We all have our mathematical equations that we're using based upon how much XRP you have and, what you want to do with it. So I'm going to stick with that. But these articles are interesting and informative and fun, to say the least. All right, so let's stop there. Let's move on. We have some more news to get through. Okay. Hope you're all having a good weekend out there. I really do. So now we have another article here. This one is from finbold.com. And it's titled XRP price targets $1.30 as nearly $1 billion inflows into its market cap. Like I said, things been looking pretty good lately, my humble opinion. We did hit 64 cents. I was excited to see that. Anytime XRP or Quant or Algorand or Excellent, any of these bank coins go up, or utility coins, VeChain, Polygon, Solana, Chainlink, any of these, Batcoin, anything goes up, I get a little happy, a little excited. It says the value of XRP is on a bullish trend line in line with the overall trajectory of the cryptocurrency market. Undoubtedly, the focus on XRP is now centered on its next milestone, with the $1 mark representing a significant target. I agree with that 100%. I do. I can't wait. When examining the next XRP price target, a crypto analyst by the pseudonym More Egrag. Egrag is putting in the hard work. Egrag Crypto it says in an Twitter post on November 4 highlighted that with the token experiencing a surge in trading activity, key indicators point to a potential bullish trend and a possible price target of $1.30. I'd be happy when it does get there. Right now, let's get to 70 cents, 80. Let's crack through all of those little levels, and little by little, we'll get there. It says Egrag's analysis focuses on the weekly candle formation, providing valuable insights into the behavior of XRP's price movements in the near future. According to the analysis, closing above 58 cent signals a bullish trend. However, the analysis emphasized that the candle formation must adhere to a bullish pattern, indicating sustained positive momentum. Now, wait, let me stop here. I thought I had an article. Oh, I want to get to this. Let's jump out of that article into this one. Now, by now, I'm assuming you've heard. I hope you did. You heard about another bank collapsing. I told you, didn't I? I told you they're weak. I told you more were going to collapse. And the funny part is people are panicking over this. This is nothing. This is nothing. So many more banks are going to go down. I don't know if it's going to happen in 2023. There's such little of the year left. But in 2024, people better keep their peepers open. Now, did they resolve that deposit problem yet? Because I saw some articles today where they were alleging that they had not solved it as of yesterday, that deposit problem at all the big banks. But I don't know if that's accurate or not. I got to triple and quadruple check on that. But Citizens Bank becomes the 5th U.S. bank to fail in 2023. Oh, yeah, the 5th? Are you sure about that? Because, see, there was a couple of banks that got conscripted by the FDIC, and they really didn't publicize that widely. It happened in the summer. It says but let's read this article here. 2 branches of Citizens Bank will reopen as branches of Iowa Trust and Savings Bank on Monday during normal business hours. The banking crisis continues. Oh, there's a little pop-up. No, I do not want to receive an email. Let's click X on that. The government has shut down Citizens Bank due to financial issues, you don't say, allowing the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation to take control. They're always absorbing these little banks. It says, without providing any public warning, FDIC issued a statement on November 3rd stating the action taken on Citizens Bank. Citizens Bank is the 5th to fail in the nation this year. Other failed banks list shows Heartland Tri-State Bank, First Republic Bank, Signature Bank, Silicon Valley Bank, and First Citizens Bank as other banks shut down in 2023. The shutdown started on, they go into all of that. We already know that about the banks that collapsed in the spring. I want to see if they give clarity to what was going on. It says, as of September 30 of 2023, Citizens Bank had approximately $66 million in total assets and $59 million in total deposits. In addition to assuming all of the deposits, Iowa Trust and Savings Bank agreed to purchase essentially all of the failed bank's assets. Isn't that always the way that it is? And so that bank gets a little bit bigger. Do you think that they don't have an incentive right now to sabotage each other? There's a lot of ways to go about that. I'm just saying, they are devouring themselves. You don't think that all of these, let's look at a lot of the big bank collapses and then look at how there's a massive sell-off before those banks have problems. Then after that massive sell-off, that's when the regular people get wind of it. And then they go do bank runs and such. And that's when we start hearing on the news that the bank is being conscripted by FDIC and banks have collapsed. That's typically how it goes. I'm not saying that's what happened with this one. That's typically how it goes. Now, why is there always that massive activity beforehand? I want to say this also. I'll put this out there. Not saying that they're in trouble, even though they are. But why did Jamie Dimon sell? I'm not even going to go into that. Let's keep moving on here. But we'll see how things play out this year, because it's getting real interesting very quickly. Keep your eye on the banks. Let's move on here to this article from the cryptobasic.com, and it is titled XRP now available in 72 countries with combined GDP of over $8 trillion. They're looking pretty good, isn't it, so far? Very interesting, the setup. This is the Crypto Basic recently disclosed that the Dubai Financial Services Authority, the independent financial services regulatory body in Dubai, International Finance Center, approved XRP under its digital asset regime. We covered that in the last two videos, I believe. The approval would give licensed crypto-focused companies operating within the DIFC the liberty to offer all forms of crypto-related services for XRP, including trading, lending, and others that we know. Let's get to the 72 countries. Significance of the development. This is interestingly, the recent discoveries confirm that the development is more pivotal than most enthusiasts initially believed. The DIFC's role as a leading financial center is not limited to Dubai or the UAE, but extends its influence across a vast area, reaching the entire it says MESA. I think they mean MENA. It says MESA region. Maybe I'm wrong. The entire MESA region. My apologies. They do mean that. I've not seen that acronym before. At least I don't recall. So information from its official platform suggests that the DIFC has served as a central point for various financial activities, making it one of the primary destinations for businesses, investors, and financial institutions in the MESA region for over 2 decades. For context, now they're going to explain the MESA region. Thank you. You could have done that at the top. For context, the Middle East, Africa, and South Asia. That sounds familiar. Doesn't that sound like the region that Stellar and Ripple have been trying to dominate for years? It does. It does. Everything's falling into place. People aren't seeing what's coming. It says the MESA region encompasses up to 72 countries, including major players like India, Saudi Arabia. And who are they parts of? Oh, it's getting interesting, folks. You see how it's playing out here? The U.S. gave Ripple and XRP their butt to kiss. And correct me if I'm wrong, India, Saudi Arabia, UAE, that's BRICS nations. You see? So it becomes very important to keep up with BRICS nation information. Did you see? You know what? Nope, that's for the members only section. That's for the members only section. It says the MESA region boasts a combined nominal GDP of over $8 trillion. Whoa. We're going to see XRP. Do your thing. All you companies building on XRPL, now is the time to shine. Imagine we dominate all of these different regions and make XRP the standard base layer of everything. You know, I'm not saying that that's going to happen, but imagine if it did. A very significant part of all the different financial transactions within the new financial system wing of the BRICS nation common currency that they're working on, or whatever they got going. Even in local currencies, even better. Why do I say that? Local currency is even better because if they're using local currencies, that's even more transactions. That's even more XRP, XLM, Algorand, whatever is going to be used, Quant, whatever. That's more of that being used. And what does it do to that price? Well, I'm just asking questions. The DIFC has been instrumental in facilitating trade and investment within the MESA region. It plays a vital role in linking investors and businesses from MESA to the rest of the world. As a result, XRP's regulatory clarity in the financial hub opens the doors for multiple opportunities in the 72 countries with Misa. If you believe that, I mean, listen, I'm not in control of these companies, right? But I would think them being wise would fully take advantage of this. They should fully take it. I think, listen, 2024 is going to be an interesting year, 2025 as well. So I had mentioned JP Morgan. I mentioned JP Morgan earlier in the video. Now, I covered an article recently showing massive amounts of unrealized losses in the banks, right? We read an article about that. Now, listen to this of how much just JP Morgan. Oh, it's not just JP Morgan. My apologies. I got a little excited. Yeah, I like JP Morgan when they get hit in the gut or get Superman punched a little bit because they used to go so hardcore against crypto. So they're not a friend of mine. But this is what the article says from the dailyhodl.com. $40 billion in unrealized losses hits JP Morgan Chase. It is just about JP Morgan. It says hits JP Morgan Chase as Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and Citigroup face exposure to U.S. Treasuries. Oh, they better be careful. All those unrealized losses. Then on top of that, a lot of these companies, it's probably not these bigger banks, but smaller banks sitting on a lot of uninsured deposits. You have that. Then on top of that, you had this banking glitch allegedly that stopped people from getting their deposits. And on top of that, they still haven't solved their commercial real estate problem. Interesting. It's getting interesting. Let's read this little tidbit here. It says, JP Morgan Chase has quietly revealed tens of billions of dollars in losses on securities, according to a new report on the company's overall balance sheet. The banking giant is now stuck with roughly $40 billion in unrealized losses as of Q3 of this year, which is 20% higher, a 20% rise over the previous quarter. This is what was reported by Barron's. The new numbers were located in a footnote. You see how they try to hide stuff? Thank goodness somebody has very quick eyes and a sharp mind to have noticed that. The new numbers were located in a footnote on the firm's third quarter financial supplement and were higher than an expected $34 billion loss. The news follows a new quarterly report from Bank of America revealing it now has a total of $131.6 billion in unrealized losses. We covered that as well. It was in one of those chapters and one of those previous videos. Although Wells Fargo and Citigroup have also reported third quarter earnings, they have yet to reveal the latest stats on their own unrealized losses. Yeah, they're in big trouble. These banks are in big trouble. And this is not even taking into account the shadow bank trouble. Shadow bank trouble. We covered that over the years, but we need to get an update pretty soon. I'm sure something's going to be coming out about it. You see, China and Japan's shadow bank industry is suffering greatly right now. All of the world's legacy financial systems are doing terribly, and that's a great benefit to us of the new financial system. So now, let's end off here. We're going to end off here. And I want to say this also. You think that those people who they haven't been able to receive their deposits or were not able to receive their deposits due to the so-called banking industry glitch, where all of these banks could not process people's deposits on Friday, you think that they're not going to be looking for an alternative that's more secure, that makes sure that they can pay their bills, that they can buy some food, that they can provide for their families? Come on now. Those people are definitely the taste in their mouth for the banking industry has been soured. And we can take full advantage of that. If Ripple, Stellar, and Algorand and Quant, all these Bitcoin companies, Zenfin, XDC. I say Zenfin a lot, and then I had somebody in a video, I actually mentioned Zenfin. Let me just insert this little part. And someone asked me if I like XDC, and I'm like, well, I think I just said I like Zenfin in the video, but maybe some people don't. They just know XDC, the name XDC. They may not follow the company Zenfin that actually pushes XDC. So I usually just say Zenfin, but you should know I love XDC. It's one of the bank coins. But if they don't take full advantage of things like this, you know, the true bank coins, XRP, XLM, Algorand, etc., Quant, then they are foolish. And I think that they're not, and they're going to definitely take advantage of this. It doesn't take a lot to offer the people something better than the banking system. If you think not, look at what is the gentleman's name? The guy that he owns Twitter now. Elon Musk. My apologies, everyone. My apologies. But even Elon Musk sees the weakness in the banking system. This is why he said, well, I want to take X, Twitter, and turn it into something where people can use Twitter and not have to use their banks. I don't know if anybody's ever going to trust Twitter over the banking system. I wouldn't trust either one. I wouldn't trust either one. What? But I don't know. Maybe Elon has an idea of how to change things, and, probably a non-custodial wallet he'll do or something. I don't know. But if he sees the weakness in the bank system, is trying to take advantage of it, why would the bank coins not? I believe they are. They're keeping quiet. They've been just dribbling these big announcements on us little by little, but they're sitting on some huge announcements, in my humble opinion. Let's close out here with this. Usually I take a day off and I get a little rusty. Yeah, it's true. I get a little rusty. I feel good today, though. I feel good. So now, if this article will pop up, we'll end off with a little bit of gold news. Gold has been beautiful, in my humble opinion, for quite some time. I love it. I saw some articles also on silver suppression. Silver did go up. Silver was at $22 for a couple of days. Then it went up to $23. I thought I saw $23 silver yesterday, right? Which was like its usual level that it was hovering around for quite some time earlier in the year. Then it had a spike. It went up for a while, right? Silver had spiked. If you saw that, go look at the charts. I don't know if people were privy to that or into silver at that time. People like myself, we've been into commodities for quite some time now. So anyway, this article here, now that it loaded up, is titled "Gold Rose Today Despite Active Sellers." The result of a major drop in the dollar. I did see that as well. The DXY was a little bit weak. I think it was yesterday. It was at 104. Was it 104, 103, something like that? Yeah. So it says the dollar fell to a 6-week low after the release of the jobs report, which revealed that the world's largest economy added fewer jobs than expected. Gold rises as dollar index hits 6-week low. As of 5:10 p.m. EDT, the most active December futures contract is up $5.70. 0.29%, and is fixed just below $2,000. Why did my screen just fly up all of a sudden? Everything just scrolled up right as I'm reading. It says, and is fixed below $2,000 at $1,999.20. But in the case of today's rise in gold, the devil is in the details. All of the gains in gold over the last 2 days are directly tied to a major drop in the dollar index. It says, in fact, sellers were the predominant players in both gold futures and physical gold pricing today. However, the steep decline in the dollar index more than absorbed selling pressure, moving gold moderately higher on the day. The dollar fell to a 6-week low today after declining 0.69% yesterday, and then an additional 1.05% today. The dollar index is currently fixed at 104. So I was right. So it has remained till 104 at 104 till today. That's interesting. Keep an eye on it, which is the lowest value since Wednesday, September 20th. Major chart damage occurred as the dollar fell through its 50-day simple moving average, which is fixed at 105.465. And we'll close out with this little bit here. It says the last time the dollar index fell below its 50-day simple moving average was in August. However, the dollar quickly recovered. The last sustained price decline in the dollar occurred on Friday, July 7th. The dollar opened at 102.75 and closed at 101.98. Oh, that was weak. More importantly, I love when the dollar is weak. I do. It's a good things for me. Good things happen when the dollar's weak. More importantly, the break below the 50-day moving average took the dollar to 99.25. Woo. The last time the dollar index traded below 100 was in March 2022. So now that you have that information, what are you going to do with it? I know what I'm going to do with it. So until next time, everybody, let's get to the money.